Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so... let's see. So this one, yeah. Yeah. Okay, how about we make another change then? Let's see, edge scrolling does not work in windowed mode. Yeah. Edge scrolling does not work in windowed mode. Good. What else do we have? Memory corruptions. Implement feature to properly handle incompatible clients. Yeah. Infantry can move into structure and capture from inside. Okay. Map transfer fails for no apparent reason. It's networking. Connection does not establish to other players. Network. Come on, it's network. Network. This one. Yeah. Regarding this pull request. Should we perhaps description. we have disabled. We see PKG, CI, so this is currently no problem. Merge channels and 0-hour code into one. Yeah. Crash after upgrading. Crash it. Detect game state mismatch. Detect game state mismatch. Game can get stuck in disconnect screen. Yeah. Network lobby does not update when game window is minimized. Okay, that's something for the online lobby. Audio is muted after resuming game that had been minimized to desktop. Okay, that is interesting. It had been minimized to desktop. I guess this is something we could look into. What? Must release mouse cursor locks on our region. Otherwise, set the mouse limit region again when window is becoming deactivated. Lose focus. Okay, let's see if we can reproduce that issue. Quick starts. Okay, let's enable sound so we can hear that. Yeah, in the video. It could be an easy fix. It could also be a hard fix. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see the code that he highlighted. He didn't provide a fix for it, but he just said like where to look, which is a starting point. Lose focus. Set volume 0. And it's called here. Clip cursor. Regain focus. Save values. Save values. Lose focus. Yeah, so here it saves the guys. New. Delete. Blow away the old volumes. Huh. In this case, make all the audio go silent. Okay, so the first thing I see here is num volume type. What? Oh, that's stupid. What is this bullshit? What is this? Oh boy. Volume, type, music, volume, type, sound, volume, type, sound 3D, and volume, type, speech. Yeah. Num volume types is 4. There we go. Then we take these guys. All right. And then here we put these. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2. Can we do this here? 1, 2, 4. That's flag. Okay. Never mind. 3D speech. Okay, for some reason it's complaining. Why? Why is it complaining here? What is this? Yeah. I don't understand why the compiler is complaining now. It makes no sense. What is this here? Why is this complaining? Expression must be a modifiable value. Is it not? What is the problem here? Huh? What is this? What is this? Yeah, it's compiled. I have no idea what's going on here. Makes no sense. Okay, so now you won't be able to see the full screen game, I think. Yeah, so it goes now in a full screen. There's an atrocious resolution. Let me change that to the highest. Yeah. Okay, so you probably don't see it, but I see the game. Yeah. I hear the sound. I don't know if you can hear the sound as well or not. Okay, so let me start a skirmish game. Yeah. Yeah, Barren Badlands. There's some wind on it, right? Okay, so
I'm hungry.
okay, so the sound is certainly playing. Now we tap to here, desktop, and I go back in the game, and I still hear the sound. Oh, that went beautifully. Maybe because... Ah, now it's muted. Okay, it's muted now. Okay. Okay. So... I mean, that can only mean that... can we put a breakpoint here or not? I'm a bit scared now in full screen. If we put a breakpoint, will this work? Probably not. I only have one monitor, so that's a bit of a problem. Probably need to work with logging, right? Yeah. Let's add a log here. Debug log. Auto manager, lose focus. Auto manager, regain focus. Okay, let's open the log. It's here. We should probably just open its shell map. No need to load into a map. Just launch with a shell map. No quick starts. Okay, so.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
A terrorist base.
Okay, so I hear the sounds. I hear the sounds. And still do. Still do. Yeah, well, that works. Okay, so it's not 100%. Not 100%. That's strange.
Cannot we live in peace?
Okay, and that log now says lose focus, regain. It regains focus twice even, look at that. Such regain. Um, hmm. Okay, let's say we change resolution to a resolution that doesn't match the desktop resolution. So we take full HD resolution. Now we tap out. Okay. And then we go back in. And I do hear the audio. Still do. Works. I can't reproduce it. I had it once though. So it seems to happen. Maybe you have to open some other window first. I can't reproduce it. Yeah. Cannot reproduce this issue. Well, I had it once, but now I can't reproduce it. Let me load into Barren Badlands one more time.
Oh, okay, I will work. Does it have to be so far? Building construction has been completed. Do what I am told. Our work is complete.
Aha. Now it's muted. Okay. I went back into the game. I don't hear audio. Okay. Then let's look at the log. Log says lose focus. It did say regain focus here though. What is this leak? Let me search for all audio manager occurrences. Find all in documents. Huh. Okay, so there was one time where it wrote leak here. Okay, that looks strange. What is that? I see. I see. I think I understand the issue. If it somehow calls this twice, then this assert would hit, but then it would also break the audio, right? Because then it would allocate this here, right? And then it would set these guys here, which are probably 0 now, and then it saves 0 here again, but then when it comes back to regain focus, it will restore 0 as well. Yeah, that likely is the issue. That likely is the issue. So let me make a copy of this. Notepads. There we go. Okay, so basically we just need to say if we already have saved the values, then those are the values that we use, right? Yeah. 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 So we say if save values is not null, or if save values, then return. Yeah, save values, return. Then we remove that, and we remove this debug log and this here. Can also remove this here. Okay. Yeah, this should fix it. Yeah. So is there any other problem when we have to lose focus events? Clip cursor? No. No, there's not much happening here. So this guy is set to null on initialization, right? Yeah. Yeah, and this should work. Yeah. Okay, let's test that.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
Terrorist.
Let's launch here a game. I don't know if you can see the game or not, or if you can hear
I'm
the
hungry. I will do the best I can.
So I see a worker. Oops, I tapped out by mistake.
That was a lot Do not hurt me.
So
You change your mind often. I am finished with the building.
It's finished. I built the tunnel.
I am finished with the building. Does it have to be so far? That was a lot of work.
Tap out. Works.
Cannot we live in peace? If that is what you want. Complete. I will do what I must.
Tab out. Again.
I'm just a peasant. I can't build there. Our work is complete. You change your mind often.
Oh, you see a black screen. I see.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I will go.
Okay. So the audio so far works. Yeah.
I will obey.
You can just keep tabbing out and in and out, but I'm pretty confident that this fixes the
Do
problem.
not hurt me. I will obey. I do what I am told. That was a lot of work. Cannot we live in peace?
Why do I get so much cash? Ah, because I have a black market. Right. Okay. I think that's a fix for the problem, yeah. Cool. Cool. That's nice. See, and just like this, we fixed the critical fast and efficient. That was easy. Okay, so that will be assigned to me, yeah. Regarding the regarding the commit tags, how about we start them? How about we begin them with uppercase or lowercase? Looks strange to me. Okay, so we have one fix and one refactor. So we first use the fix. That's a fix. Yeah. There's on fix audio muted after tabbing. Okay, so this is bug fix audio. Fix muted audio after alt tabbing. Is that how we write this? Alt tabbing. Fix muted audio after alt tabbing. Yeah. Or let's say after fix muted audio after regaining focus. Window focus. Good. Then let's open pull request for that thing. Also, let me get back my music here. Yeah. It's a bit dark, isn't it? That's okay. This change fixes muted audio after regaining window focus. Fixes this one. Only does not happen always. This issue happens because it could be called twice, in which case msave values would be written a second time with all 0 values, and therefore restore 0 values on regaining focus. Bug, critical audio. Hold on, we only fixed it for 0 hour, right? No, it's in core. Okay. This issue can happen. Depending on what Windows sends us. Oof. Okay. Refactor audio focus. Refactor audio. add enum values instead of replace index values with enum values in Audio Manager. This change refactors some it places some index values with enum values in Audio Manager. Refactor minor. Major bug fixes. Okay, is there anything else we can fix? Quickly, let's see. Oh, by the way, we need to say, did we? We did, yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Occasionally one or multiple players load very slow into a match. That's network. Game does not capture cursor in windowed modes. Yeah. Okay, this cursor stuff, maybe this is something I can take over. I think Mauler had it changed back in the day, but he never continued. Clip cursor in window mode. Clip cursor when playing, observing. No clip cursor when in menus. No clip cursor when window is inactive. No clip cursor, except when window is inactive. I will be taking this over. Okay. So in windowed mode, no clip cursor. When in menus, pausing. Yeah, otherwise, in windowed mode, we expect the user wants more freedom to cursor off the game window so the cursor can move freely. We're not playing or observing. Yes. In full screen mode, we expect the user wants to stay more in the game and not wander off to the desktop. Clip cursor is only relevant for 2+ monitor setups. Clicking outside the game will minimize the window, which can take a few seconds and may be undesirable. The user can use other methods to minimize the game. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then okay, so what did he implement here so far? Okay. That's very minimalistic. Mouse move. Okay, that's weird. It's a weird place for this, I would say. Yeah. We need to do something like when the window is active and inactive, we need to clip. Yeah. So there already is a clip cursor call here. Right. It's the only clip cursor call. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Set mouse limits. What is this? This default implementation. Coordinates. This default implementation of set mouse limits will just set the limiting rectangle to the width and height of the game display with the origin in the upper left. However, if the game is running in a windowed mode, then these limits should reflect the screen coordinates that the mouse is allowed to move in. Also, if the game is in a window, you may want to adjust for any title bar. Oof. Set mouse limits, max. What does this do? have no clue what that is. Does this have any relevance? I don't think so. So let me put a breakpoint here. Minus win, minus quick starts. So it is called on set width. Yeah. What does it do then? Okay, so it certainly is called. Yeah, we can say that. Okay, so we have clip cursor. It's currently activated by Gen2. Let me turn that off. Okay, so no clip cursor. Yes. Okay. So let me hide the screen real quick and let me open my reference implementation in Gen2 because we have an implementation in there. Might just take a look at that. Clip cursor. Cursor log class. It's a class. Okay. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, so you should see the screen again. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So that's the cursor log implementation, which is pretty simple. Cursor log updates is active window. Cursor is free when returning from desktop. Relog the cursor to game window. Cursor would remain locked when tabbing out of windowed game. Cursor would remain locked when tapping out of the game. Yeah. Free cursor temporarily. Yeah. It's all static. Lock cursor internal. Update. Okay, we don't need this update because we do have events coming in win main, right? So we don't need the update function. Yeah. Cursor is free when returning from desktop. Okay, so we certainly should have a class that does it, yeah. Cursor lock class. Yeah. Maybe it should be called cursor confinement, cursor lock, cursor confine cursor. What is this here? Screen size. Client to screen. Yeah. So all this necessary here? Client to screen. Let me ask ChatGPT. Maybe it can be written simpler. Can you give sample codes for clipping cursor in a window, in a Win32 window? It also does this here. It's client to screen. Get client direct, which is pretty much this one here, yeah. Can we not just use a display width? Do we really need what is this returning? Get client direct. Get client direct. A pointer receives the client coordinates. Left top members are 0 and the right bottom members contain the width and height of the window. Yeah, so here we can just use the display. We don't need to call the Windows function for this. Okay. Then I think what we do is we go to include common source game client system, yeah, game common system. Confine cursor CPP. Confine cursor.h. Move this up here to here. Error. Oh, it didn't went well. Error. Oof. Okay, what's the problem? Do we have a generation error? Or? Aha. Cannot find source file. Source common. Because it's in system. Right. System. Does it fit into system? Common system. Debug directory. Critical section, yeah. Game memory. Yeah. Yeah. Confine. Good. Let's try that. Good. Then let's implement the class first for the confinements. Confine cursor. I would say we can start it. I would just copy it from Gentool the way I have it here, and we just start from there, like this. Spikers. Is locked. Step right. Lock cursor, relock cursor. What is a relock cursor? This is how we wrote it in the other. Yeah. Cannot open source file, cursor lock. Why not? Include pre-RTS.h. Oh, it's confined cursor. Okay, let's rename it to confined cursor. Point UL. Okay, so the display get width, get a height, and this one requires what? Display.h. Game client display.h. Game clients display. Focus window, where do we get that? HWND. Where do we get that? App HWND. Application here. Where do we have access to that? Win32 mouse. What is this? Capture the mouse. Looks like we need to use that then. Look at that. There already is some function for this. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Set cursor. Set capture. What is this? Set capture. It's not implemented. Okay, and then I guess we implement it here. Okay. Okay. focus. Okay, I think we still need the confined cursor class, but basically the clip cursor will be abstracted here into this mouse class. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's the time? 1 hour 20. I feel kind of tired. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will take a break here and continue next session. Yeah, I'm too tired now. Okay, but basically we implement the capture and the release in here, and these guys. And then we call that from the confined cursor class. And the confined cursor, we implement the logic for like how we want to lock it or unlock it. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that they didn't implement it here. Set capture. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's all right. Okay. Good. Then I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.